Welcome to the Audiobook Lovin Series, a month-long event celebrating the authors and narrators that bring romance stories to life. Listen along as Viviana, Enchantress of Books, interviews your favorite writers and voices, shares special guest posts, and stay tuned for some special information at the conclusion of the episode.
Oh, hi. Troy Duran here with the top 5 reasons I love being a narrator. Brought to you by Audiobook Lovin, hosted by Viviana, Enchantress of Books. It was not as easy to come up with this list as I thought it would be in the beginning. Lots to love about it. A lot of things that you think you might love that turn out to not be so hot, like, maybe going to work naked. Sounds like fun, right? Till your wife starts making fun of the waffle pattern on your ass from your furniture, then it's not so much fun. It's a little embarrassing. And of course, there are things that should be covered and protected from the elements. And I learned that the hard way too. Another thing I really love about being a audiobook narrator is that I get to be every character in the book, which is so cool. It's kind of cool that I get to be the hero. I can be the heroine sometimes. I can also be the goofy, lovable, side character. Although I will say if there's a bit of advice that I can offer to a budding narrator, and that is when you do the voice for the lovable, colorful side character, try to make sure that the voice is not so bombastic or weird or challenging that you can't do it for 5 hours at a time. I can't tell you how many times I've come up with this cool, funny, super deep or screechy voice for a side character. And it turns out he's going to be the main character in the next book that I have to do for 5 or 6 hours. And that's it. But it's still, it's so cool. I get to be every character in every book. Sex. That's cool. I get to, on most every single day, I'm doing a sex scene, which is kind of cool for a perv like me. It's something different every day. One day I'm a mafia don, another day I'm a biker gang president, another day I'm a Navy SEAL, and then another day I'm kind of a goofy, nerdy hero of a science fiction audiobook, or maybe it's I get to be a zombie or a vampire king or something like that. So that's pretty amazing. But I think the number one thing I love about being an audiobook narrator is the people. So not only meeting people like Viviana, who is a super fan of audiobooks, and I love knowing her, just because she's so cool and she's such a great fan of audiobooks. But the people that I actually get to meet through doing audiobooks, I can do my performance and then look for the book to go on sale, and then look at the reviews of people, people who say that they enjoy the book. Even the people who say they don't enjoy the book, the ones, sometimes the negative reviews are even better than the good reviews, because, they're pissed about something that I said, and they're not shy about letting me know, what the input is. And how many businesses can you do where you can say, where you can get honest feedback on what you do? So I love that, and honestly, I've made some really good friends. Who it just started out them, reaching out saying, "Hey, I liked you in this book," and then we start talking. The next thing I know, I have another friend. So it really is. It's the best business. A friend of mine told me once that audiobook narration is like the A business for C students, and that's exactly what it is for me. I never took formal acting lessons or anything like that. But I sure do love performing audiobooks. I've loved to read ever since I was a little kid. So what's better than getting paid to read these great stories? So that's it for me. The top 5 reasons why I love being a narrator. Thank you to Audiobook Lovin for asking. It's hosted by Viviana, Enchantress of Books. And I can't wait to talk to you again in the next book.
The Audiobook Lovin podcast has special Patreon incentives. Join today to receive early access to podcast episodes, exclusive content with our guests, and much more. Support the podcast by becoming a Patreon at www.patreon.com/Audiobook Lovin. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining us on the Audiobook Lovin Series, hosted by Viviana, Enchantress of Books. We hope you have enjoyed this episode as well as the series. We've included audio samples of our guests' work within the post for you to check out. Please make sure to visit the main page, link within the post, to learn more about the series, the authors, and the narrators. Please consider leaving a review wherever you listen to this series if you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to follow us on our social media platforms and subscribe to the Viviana, Enchantress of Books newsletter. Until next time, happy listening. Audiobook Lovin hopes you've enjoyed this program.